And have you also finished the kingly robe you promised for the players?" Behind those thick lenses, Jenkins' eyes grew bigger and wider yet. "Was that to be done today?" Shakespeare clapped a hand to his forehead, almost knocking off his hat. As he grabbed for it, he said, "'Sblood, Master Jenkins, how many times did I tell you it was wanted on All Saints' Day, and is that not today?" It is, and I can only cry your pardon," Jenkins said mournfully. "That doth me no good, nor my fellow players," Shakespeare said. "Shall Burbage swagger forth in his shirt tomorrow? He'll kill me when he hears this, and I you afterwards." He shook his head at that, fury outrunning sense. To the tailor, fury counted for more. "It's near done," he said. "If you'll but bide, I can finish it within an hour, or my head may answer for it." He made a placating gesture, and even more to the point, shoved aside the doublet on which he'd been sewing. "An hour?" Shakespeare sighed heavily, while Jenkins gave an eager nod. Drumming his fingers on his arm, Shakespeare nodded too. "Let it be as you say, then. Were it not that the royal robe in our tiring room looks more like a vagabond's rags and tatters, I'd show you less patience." "Truly, Master Will, you are a great gentleman," Jenkins quavered as he took the robe of scarlet velvet from under the counter. "I trust you'll note this unseemly delay in your price," Shakespeare said. By the tailor's expression, he found that not in the least gentlemanly. While Shakespeare kept on drumming his fingers, Jenkins sewed in the last gaudy bits of golden thread and hemmed the robe. "You could wear it in the street, Master Will, and have the commonalty bow and scrape before you, as if in sooth you were a great lord," he said, chuckling. "I could wear it in the street and be seized and flung in the counter for dressing above my station," Shakespeare retorted. "'Tis a thing forbidden, actors, save when on the stage." Jenkins only chuckled again. He knew that perfectly well. He was finished almost as soon as he'd promised, and held up the robe to Shakespeare as if he were the tireman about to dress him in it. "You did but jest as to the Scot, I am sure," he said. "'Steath, Master Jenkins, I did not. Is mine own time a worthless thing, that I should spend it freely for the sake of your broken promise?" "Broken it was not, for I promised the robe today, and here it is." "And had I come at eventide, and not of the morning? You had been forsworn then. You may have mended your promise, but that means not it was unbroken." They argued a while longer, more or less good-naturedly. At last the tailor took 5 shillings off the price he'd set before. "More than you deserve, but for the sake of your future custom I shall do it," he told Shakespeare, "which still leaves you owing £14 5 shillings 6pence. "The stuffs you use are dear indeed," Shakespeare grumbled as he gave Jenkins the money. Some of the silver and copper coins he set on the counter bore the images of Isabella and Albert, others, the older, more worn ones, that of the deposed Elizabeth, who still languished in the Tower of London, only a furlong or so from where Shakespeare stood. He looked outside. It was still drizzling. "Can you give me somewhat wherewith to cover this robe, Master Jenkins? I am not fain to have the weeping heavens smirch it." "I believe I may. Let me see." Jenkins rummaged under the counter and came up with a piece of coarse canvas that had seen better days. "Here, will this serve?" At Shakespeare's brusque nod, the tailor wrapped the cloth around the robe and tied it with some twine. He bobbed his head to Shakespeare as he passed him the bundle. "Here you are, Master Will, and I am sorry for the inconvenience I put you to." Shakespeare sighed. "No help for it. Now I needs must—" Horns blared and drums thudded out in the street. He jumped. "What's that?" "Did you not recall?" The tailor's face twisted. "By decree of the Spaniards, 'tis the day of the great auto de fe." "Oh, a pox! You are right, and it had gone out of my head altogether." Shakespeare looked out into the street as horn calls and drums came again. In response to that music, people swarmed from all directions to gape at the spectacle. "A lucky man who